What? This is our recording.
I'm just saying how I look from the side since we do it on this recording and shit.
Oh, well, we're always going to record it. Oh, you're trying to see what you look like because we're sitting somewhere different today. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't you just say that?
Why can't I just say it the way I said it and you figure it out?
Well, I mean...
Thank you for another episode of...
It wasn't coded very well, if that's what you were trying to do. Like, better luck next time.
This is the Maseratii Show, and once again...
the lies.
Once again, you are here with me.
When is this going to end? That's what I want to know. When do you stop calling this the Maseratii Show?
Stop?
Yes, when do you stop?
Shit, General Hospital had, 17 seasons? I gotta go for the record. Man. 17 seasons. I gotta do 18 seasons.
Do you think I'm gonna put up with this with 17 seasons?
Nah, man. I think that you probably gonna have like a weed overdose or something like that. And then I'm gonna ride the wave of that.
No. Don't be that guy.
What?
Don't be that guy that rides the wave of someone else passing.
You got to.
No. Don't do that. Like, I'd have to
I'm gonna have a weed strain named after PepperPotts.
I'd have to haunt you for that.
PepperPotts.
No, wait.
It'd be Reggie.
Now, how much of the funds out of this are you keeping for yourself?
All of it.
Oh, yeah. No, I got it.
Yeah, all of it.
I gotta do drive-by honeys on you.
You can do all this. Do whatever you want. I'm haunted by so many different...
straight ghost pull-ups on you. No,
I'm haunted by so many different spirits. It's going like Mortal Kombat in that room. Y'all be fighting amongst y'allself. Like, I'm going first.
All the demons in one room.
I'm just sitting up here like, look at this bullshit.
Is that the king of the ring? Every couple minutes, I'm going to come right in.
Yep, somebody else I done did wrong.
That's fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, 18 different demons all in there going for the title.
Yo, I am really trying to share this on our Facebook pages, and it's just not happening.
Do you at least record it? Because usually it's the opposite.
Yes, we are recording. I'm pretty sure we're live.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Pretty sure we're live.
Did you want to introduce yourself?
I mean, I guess I could do that.
This is my co-host.
BlkPepperPotts, the host. Ooh.
I am Johnny
not
Carson.
Expecting that today.
I am Johnny Carson here. She's Ed McMahon.
Oh, there we are. I found us. All I had to do was go ahead on and introduce myself, and boom, it started working. Look at that.
That'd be dope if I had like a theme music, like the Johnny Carson theme music.
A Johnny Carson theme music?
Yeah, like a Johnny Carson theme music, because you Ed McMahon, and then I'll be Johnny. You okay?
No.
You having lung problems? I got some bronchitis over there if you have a little bit of asthma attack.
That was just whatever, man.
What? And we're supposed to be talking about subjects?
I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to be talking about today.
We're supposed to be talking about Coming to America because it came out.
I'm still trying to share this fucking video.
Oh, we'll wait then.
Don't wait on me because we might wait the whole episode by the time I get this out. I forgot to take my damn... what's the call it on?
Oh, I thought you was taking a wig off. I was about to say, oh, Ricky.
No,
Ricky too real. You gotta change your name when you took your wig off.
Fucked up and then it came off while I was doing that.
Ricky too real. She pulled the wig off me.
That would have been so fucked up. And it came off while I was taking the wig off.
I'd ended the show
you know what? Like let's just call it quits for today right there. That's I mean, how do you top that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be like, yeah, it's an early day for the day.
Yeah, you can't top that one. But no, we were supposed to talk about something today. I am still trying to share this video.
We supposed to be talking about like Coming to America and then yeah, I don't know.
Oh
no. You know, Bobby Shmurda, he got out of prison.
Do we really want to talk about Coming to America? I feel like I'm messing my hair all up. Do we really want? We were supposed to talk about. We can't just go ahead and talk about Coming to America.
Why would we talk about it? It's a whole lot of stuff we can talk about. Because people are saying like...
Because of how disappointed I was in Coming to America.
I guess you're going to be one of them. Go ahead. Why was you disappointed?
I was disappointed because of... so I didn't watch any trailers, right? I wanted to just watch it and not be influenced by me thinking it's going to be bad, good, whatever. So I go ahead and finally watch it yesterday. I didn't share the damn video, didn't tag you. I go ahead and finally, well, not finally, I think it just came out yesterday. Why am I saying finally watched it yesterday? So I'll go ahead and watch it yesterday. With all expectations of this being really good, though. I actually thought this was going to be a good movie. And it started off kind of a little weird, like kind of trying to adjust to these new characters because it's been so long. The CGI was a little weird for me to the side story of that. To me, everything was cool up until, I'll just say, the first dance routine, because I don't want to like give spoilers of what happened in the movie.
Trust me, you didn't watch it. By the time it's on Amazon, it's not like they had to go out and do this shit. It's, if you got Amazon,
but still,
Prime,
I don't want to be that person, so I won't do it. If you decide to,
I'm gonna do it. Shit, they gonna see this on Tuesday. By that time, you ain't seen.
We're live right now. What are you talking about? Probably nobody's watching. I wouldn't know because I still haven't gotten to it because I'm sitting here telling the story. I mean, I'm a pretty good multitasker, but my goodness. So anyway, so yes, the first few minutes or whatever before they got to the first dance routine, that's what I was. Before they got to the first dance routine, I was actually really liking the movie. I was liking how they added Wesley in when they came in with his, well, you know, that would be the second dance routine, I guess. Would you call Wesley the first dance routine?
I don't know.
Because they came in and did the, little shit.
I guess.
I feel like they was like trying to reach for the dance routines like a lot though. Okay, so when they got to the part with Prince is when I turned shit off. 4 minutes, 30 seconds, I was out. I was done. I had no more I wanted to watch because it was already bad at that point. And if you about to sit here and bring Prince into this in the way that y'all did it, I don't want to watch anymore. So I turned it off. So how many more dance routines did they have after that?
Who the hell was counting dance routines?
It was enough to sit here and say you don't know because they had so many you couldn't count.
I wouldn't have counted them. They could have had 1 or 100. I'm not counting dance routines.
But the point is, they were, this is what I had said though, I felt like they were trying to grab at those really great moments in the first one, of which was the dance routines, but they just...
Nigga, I don't even remember the dance routines from the first one.
It
Most people
like,
ain't paying attention to the goddamn dance routine.
Because it was the one that Busta remade in his video. What are you talking about? Everybody paid attention to that dance routine. What do you mean?
No, people did not give a fuck about the dance routine.
What?
Just because somebody
so
used
lucky
it.
I didn't have you tagged in this yet when you made that statement.
Listen.
Oh my God.
I've never heard nobody talk about the dance routines being so great and fucking coming. Everybody talk about everything else.
Oh wow.
I've never heard nobody talk about the dance routines. Unless you are a dance major or you care about dancing.
No.
Nobody's like, man, the dancing.
That was a thing.
There is more memorable dances than fucking House Party. Niggas are still doing that shit.
There were more, but Coming to America had that one main one. And then in the new movie, that's what I said, like they were just trying to reach too much for that thing that worked so well in the first one.
Niggas ain't giving.
The comedy was a miss for me. I am not sorry. The writing, I was not feeling at all. And what made it so bad is because I felt like if all these people were in a room together, I expected so much more. But when I was watching and seeing who was in this cast, it was like, whoa, this could have been better. What happened?
I mean, shit, I liked it.
No shit. I can tell from the facial expressions you've been making the whole time.
I'm sorry, listen, first off, let me say this. Black people are the first people to sit up here and complain every time the movie come out. Why we always have to be slaves in movies? Why is it we always gotta be drug dealers? Why do we always... They finally came, well I ain't gonna say finally, but they came out with a movie that ain't none of that shit that y'all complain about and y'all still, well you know the problem is, don't fucking break down every single thing about these movies like that.
Depending on who it is,
people because people don't do that shit when Tom Cruise come out with a shitty movie that don't nobody see. I've never heard nobody break down no damn Tom Cruise movie like they were like, well, the thing is, they doing such and such and this, that, and the third, and they be breaking all this shit down. You be something like, God damn, just watch the movie. If you don't like it, don't watch it again. No. Y'all ain't got to break down all this extra shit.
The kind
y'all ain't Sister and Ebert.
That
You're
depends
not
on the viewer that you are and
Listen.
how that works. Now wait a minute.
You can't be Siskel and Ebert all the time. Y'all can't
Yes,
sit back and
I
be like,
can.
I'm gonna sit back and somebody was like, oh yeah, the
What do we sit here and do every other week? Sit here and critique and break shit down. What are you talking
We
about?
ain't breaking it down to the point of dance routines.
Yes, we will. You want to sit here and have
Shit.
a conversation about Honey?
About
Step
who?
up. I mean, yes, we will
Nigga.
sit here and break down the conversation of dance routines.
Apparently, you have a lot of female viewers because I can tell you right now, real niggas, regular niggas,
We'll
they
sit
gonna
here and
remember.
have a
Guess what?
conversation, break
Let me
it
tell you
down.
something.
So Michael Jackson, we
me
don't
tell you
talk
something.
about. Okay, we don't talk about the moonwalk. We don't talk about the Michael Jackson glove in relation to dance routine. Man, come on. We
Who
talk
do you
about.
hang around that's talking about the glove routine, the glove and the dance routines? No.
I guess the right people. If you're not having
No.
the same conversation.
Weird fucking conversations. Y'all talking about the little off-topic shit that ain't nobody talking about. Out of everything that happens in Coming to America,
What are you talking about?
I've never heard nobody talk. They've talked about the barbershop scene.
It
They
was
talked
so
about
good,
the
Busta
rent
Rhymes
due
recreated
scene.
it and put it
They
in
talked
the
about
video.
the motherfucking the washing of the royal whatever. They
put
talked
that
about
in
all
the
that
video
shit.
too.
I don't hear people saying, "Hey, man, that dance routine." Man, yeah, we watched it, we enjoyed it, but it's not a
I
conversation
just
topic.
feel bad for you not being around the people that had the conversation about.
Because I hang around just regular people, not weirdos, that's talking about dance routines.
I do. I pity you. I pity you.
Oh my goodness. The weirdos you hang around, and they're like, you know, the dance routine.
Those conversations.
The dance routine.
Yeah.
The dance routine. That's like going somewhere. That's like going to a nice restaurant and talking about, but did you have the Coke?
Yeah.
The Coca-Cola? They have just the right amount of fizz in there, just the right amount. Like, ain't nobody breaking that shit down.
We do talk about that. You know, when we talk about McDonald's Sprite, how spicy it is.
It is spicy, but we don't break the shit down talking about, you know
Yeah,
what it
we
is?
do.
It's 30% water, it's 40% syrup.
Somebody
If
actually commented and told me why it tastes like that. I forgot what the fuck she said, but yeah.
That female has worked at McDonald's entirely too long when you broken down the ingredients.
She just knew. She probably questioned that shit and looked it up. Hey, go ahead.
When
and
you work at
accept
McDonald's?
that second tag.
When you work at McDonald's too long, that's the type of shit that you be knowing about. You be knowing just how much beef is in the burgers.
No, she has never worked at McDonald's.
The lies.
She just knew what the fuck she was.
Lies.
So anyway,
Except I gotta accept this already.
I'm glad that you enjoyed what you enjoyed. How about that?
Huh? I enjoyed the whole movie.
Oh, you did hear me.
Yeah, I enjoyed the whole movie. I ain't supposed to go sit down and critique it
Okay.
and try to break it down.
Okay.
The only time I really
Okay.
can critique, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I critique shit when it's just overly done. Like when they came out with what was that? Menace to Society 2 or what movie was that? Belly 2. They came out with like Belly 2 and they had like the game and the
But
whole
you
story was
expected that to
just,
be bad, though.
you don't know until you watch the movie.
This is true, but you expected that to be bad, right? Right.
And
Just say yes. Just
listen,
say yes.
no,
just say,
no, you have to watch these movies.
No, I'm not
'Cause
saying
you
you
don't know.
weren't gonna watch it, but you just sometimes you see some shit like, man.
I didn't see the
this shit about to
previews
be
or nothing for
stupid.
it. I just seen they had Belly 2. Oh, I'll watch it. Fuck it. They might have, cause you know what? It depends on like who writes a movie. Cause they can do some shit and then you'll be like, oh, I wasn't expecting them to do such and such and do that. Like what is that? True to the Game. That movie. The first one was okay. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Then they came out with a second one where I was like, I'm kind of iffy about all the characters and how shit is going. And then at the end, I'm like, oh shit, I need to see the third one now. I'm waiting on the motherfucking third movie now because of the way that the shit ended. So I wasn't expecting True to the Game to be good, not the second one, because the first one was dead, but the second one was great. And I was like, shit, I want to see, you know what I'm saying? I want to see the third. I give shit a chance. But a lot of times they just do what we always think. Like they just don't really fuck it up.
So here's my question. Is this the worst movie Eddie Murphy has ever made?
No.
What was the worst movie Eddie Murphy
Man,
ever made?
Eddie Murphy has made a lot of bad, I ain't gonna say a lot, but he made some bad movies.
Third question. What is the worst movie Eddie Murphy has ever
I can't even answer the question because the movies that are bad, I don't even remember. Like I would have to listen. You don't remember the name
from
of
your
fucking movie.
memory, is this the worst movie he's ever made?
Man, listen, no. No, there are plenty of bad movies.
But what's the worst one he ever made?
Listen, what was the one where he was a heavyweight champion and he's defended his title like 400 times in 1 year? What was the name of that fucking movie? Where he was like a boxer or some shit. That was a fucking terrible movie.
I honestly don't know.
He had like a span of 5 years where he was putting out movies that was kind of like that. It was like that movie. It was some other shit he had put out. And I was like, this shit is fucking terrible.
You said he was a what?
He was like a boxer, and he defended his title like a regular boxer defends his title like 2-3 times a year. This dude defended his title like every weekend or some shit. Or like every 2 days or so. It was something crazy.
Wow, I would love to put it up. This internet so damn gonna slow. I'll try.
Man, listen. Eddie Murphy. Matter of fact, if I was to Google the Eddie Murphy movies, I can tell y'all right now.
You can't multitask and talk like I just sat here and had a conversation with you and research on the internet. Yeah, right.
I am great at it.
Talk. What else do you have to add to this conversation besides a little side word? Anyway.
I'm gonna let y'all know. This movie was decent. Alright, so there was Mr. Church, which was not a good movie.
Did you wait, what did you Google search?
Eddie Murphy movies.
Okay, I just wanted to know if you put like Eddie Murphy bad movies.
No.
Okay.
It says Eddie Murphy movies. That's
okay,
it.
I'm
First thing that pop up.
faster than my little
Mr.
laptop over here.
Mr. Search. No. Bowfinger.
What is
No. Yeah, exactly. Pluto Nash.
I like Pluto Nash.
Showtime.
Say hell with
Robert De Niro and Eddie Murphy as cops. Trash.
Wait
Trash.
A
Holy
minute.
Man.
Come on now.
Holy Man. Trash.
Come on now. I think you're being a little harsh.
Go on, every movie I just named, go and watch them shits and tell me if you get at least 30 minutes into them before you be like, this is garbage, and turn that shit off. They garbage. Like, I like this movie. I don't know why y'all complaining, man. It was a good movie. People say, oh, I don't like it, man. It was a good movie. What it was, man.
So much more.
They tied in the way they could. You have a limited amount of time to try to tie in these new characters and how everything's gonna work and this, that, and the third. They had a good message about things evolving and changing. You know what I'm saying? Next Doria, come on, man. They still got McDowell's, and now McDowell's in Zoomunda. Man, the barbershop, they were still funny in the barbershop.
They were still alive is what was amazing.
I mean, shit. They kept old ass Cedric the Entertainer's character alive in barbershop. That nigga was 90 in the goddamn first movie.
Yeah.
And they just kept running.
One old man still alive and kicking, but you know.
I mean, shit, nigga. Betty White. All right, think about it like this. Betty White was old when the movie came out.
And
then now Betty White is still old.
And she the only one left alive out of all the Golden Girls.
Oh shit, we can.
And the one that played the mother was the youngest, wasn't she? But yet Betty won again. So back to my correct point.
Well, what's the name of what's the name of the father that played in Coming to America?
Was the wife still alive?
What?
Is the wife still alive? The mother.
Yeah, she's still alive.
She wasn't in the movie, was she?
She was.
Where?
You ain't pay attention to it?
I didn't see her in the movie.
Man, I'm pretty sure she was in the movie.
Look, I'm pretty sure she was in the movie. No,
she wasn't. Listen, again,
the
side
language
stories.
went from she was in the movie to I'm pretty sure she was. No, there was a picture of her on the bed by the nightstand, which gave me the impression that she's not living anymore. So
I say this. When you watch movies, unless you really critique
never just admit when I'm right. Like, you can never just
right about what? Okay, what are you right about? What are you saying you right about?
We are going through all these people still alive in the movie because I said that it wouldn't be odd for one to still be alive versus all four of them. So you're bringing up all these scenarios.
I'm bringing up all these people that's still alive in real life that was old then and still old now. And
I said that yes, it would not be odd for one to still be alive versus all 4 or 5. Which is back to my correct point of all these people that you brought up.
There's plenty of old motherfuckers that's still alive and they still kicking.
Some bullshit.
You can go to any barbershop, there's hardly anybody in that motherfucker.
Bullshit.
I guarantee you it's an old ass picture of them on there from the fucking 90s. And they still old as fuck now. And they still got a barbershop.
I'm
And they
just
still
glad
in that
this gets
motherfucker.
recorded.
Huh?
I'm just glad this gets recorded, so I have evidence.
Yeah, shit, do it. Old people still look. Old people be living now. It ain't like before when you was like, oh, they dying off. Man, old people be living. Man, listen, it's not out of the question for all them old niggas to still be alive. Fuck that. Old people still be kicking. They be kicking. We be looking at it like,
We've actually spent like 20 minutes on well, I know what's gonna happen. You gonna keep saying your part. I am gonna keep saying mine because you just can't say when I'm right. So
I always say when you're right.
When?
Well, if you ever decide to say something that's right, Ricky, I will agree with you. But until that day, what do you want me to do? I'm working with what I can.
I mean, do I have to go through the footage even though I'm not? But do I have to go through the footage and pull up all the fact checks I done had to put up on you?
Go through it.
For what, 2 years now?
Go through it. Go through it. And all them fact checks was garbage.
They was right.
They was garbage. If a guest say, hey, you can't find a video of Donald Trump saying such and such, but there's no video, but he actually said it, but it was from a news article. That's still iffy, because he still said the shit.
No. What it was is because remember, this was both of us. We had a memory of thinking he said it in a video, thinking that we watched him say it. In actuality, we never actually watched him say it.
Technicalities, because I don't know. Listen. I'm saying it's a video. When people are like, no, it's no video, but he said it in an interview, I'm like, well, motherfucker, it doesn't make a fucking difference if it's a fucking video, if he really said the shit. It was fucking said. That's the point. When you focus on shit like, there's no video.
I don't even remember now. I can't even remember if we found out if he actually said it.
But the thing is, I didn't look it up.
As fuck online,
but you know what?
Recording is cool.
I'm weird. I'm guaranteeing you, he said it because when he said this shit, it was at a point when people paid attention to what Donald Trump was saying and doing.
How long have you been thinking about this? Because that happened like a while ago. It's
because you brought up the fact check shit. That happened. What else?
Oh, okay.
The protein.
Yeah, but you coming and talking about the story like that.
I remember everything.
Bullshit.
I remember the important shit. You be trying to bring up the little if-though, fact-though shit like, yeah,
the facts.
But
the facts.
They are facts, but they're the small facts. Like, hey, was the mother still alive? Ask yourself this. Ask yourself this. Ask yourself this. Ask yourself this, people. When y'all watch this movie, when y'all watch that first Coming to America, do y'all really ever remember the mother doing anything of significance to where you was like, yeah, and then the mother? No! You remember the king. He had flowers.
What's the reason for the king?
He had flowers thrown at his feet.
God, look!
He had flowers thrown at his feet.
Let it be.
What?
She was the voice of reason for the king. I'm answering your question. That was very significant.
No one has ever talked about her fucking scenes. Nobody said it was a good movie, but man, that queen when she said if she hadn't said it, cool, we understand that. But when you watch a movie, you're going to talk about the main parts. Don't nobody give a fuck about the damn queen.
But you also the person that don't have in-depth conversation about the movie. So yeah, I guess.
No, because I'm not going to sit up here and talk about the goddamn choreography. I don't give a fuck about the choreography.
You were like the only person.
No, I've never heard no one. I've had conversations about this shit. I've never heard nobody talk about choreography. Never. Never. I've never heard people talk about the choreography.
Came out.
I've sat back and watched people talk about this movie for the past 2 days and comments and everything. Nobody said anything about the choreography.
Not the new one. Of course, nobody's gonna talk about the new one.
They just because they compared the old one. They was like, man, because in the old one, the old dude was in the old one. Yeah, they was like, the old.
So they were talking about the choreography.
No, they didn't. They talked about everything else.
Okay, go ahead. They compared what in the old?
They compared everything. They compared the old. I didn't see people compare the old niggas in the barbershop from how they was then. I didn't see them compare like how they was when they finally got to America in the first one. They was comparing like they was talking about like the finding of the females and shit, and the somebody said something about like how the CGI was for when they was in the club or whatever. I haven't seen nobody bring up no nothing about the goddamn choreography or the goddamn dancing. The closest I done seen somebody say something was Wesley Snipes and that bullshit step thing he was doing, and somebody was like, they could have left that part out where he was, they probably had to get a choreographer or something, or somebody said something like that. He had probably got a choreographer or some shit to do that little step, and I'm like, all right, but the main point is.
Somebody talked about the choreography. You got
Wesley
all
Snipes,
the way to the end of the story, and
Wesley Snipes.
They talked about the choreography.
So you telling me that little side step he did was choreographed, or it was just something he could have did?
A whole choreographed scene with that.
But I'm saying they said Wesley Snipes. They didn't say the dancing around Wesley. They just said the shit that Wesley did when he did the little side step.
The deal, but that is choreography though.
If it's some shit that you can just do,
and I'm gonna say yes,
it's not choreography.
It's probably choreography because it played off of the choreography in the movie. But you also used the word
they didn't do shit
when you described it.
No,
so
because that's what they said. And the thing is, they was like, he had to probably get a choreographer being funny. They were ha ha ha. He probably had to get a choreographer to do that bullshit. It's like if you see Deion Sanders.
About this almost 30 minutes later.
Yes. You keep trying to argue about some damn choreography. Nobody cares about the goddamn choreography.
Here, chilling in this chair. You just broke down the whole.
We got to, cause y'all paying attention to goddamn.
Talk about choreography.
Cause y'all paying attention to the minor shit.
Well, apparently people do talk about choreography because I keep pointing out, are we still talking about this? We've been talking about choreography.
No, we're talking about the lack of no one talking about the shit. You're the only person that talked about. Oh, but the dancing here. I don't give a fuck about that.
Let me sit here and talk about it. Is my point. I guess people really do talk about.
No, they don't. They talk about people not giving a fuck about choreography. That's not talking about the great choreography or how bad the choreography was.
Oh my word! You never will just let it.
No.
I can't ever just not one.
No, when you're right one time, I'll let you know when you're right. Until then, I'll continue to let you know. And nobody gives a fuck about the choreography. I'm pretty sure the choreography was great, but nobody said,
I can't talk about the choreography again. All right, so what else did we have? Oh, we had the WWE. What was it? Lil Bow Wow and something.
Man, don't nobody look. We got a black champion. Last year was the new WWE champion. Nobody cares. Like, they not really gonna put Bow Wow and fucking Soulja Boy in the fucking ring like that. Like, it was cool to have like maybe like Snoop, but Snoop is like 6'5". He has a little bit of, but you know what I'm saying? Them niggas, especially Bow Wow. Bow Wow's like 5'4". He's probably like 110 pounds, and he's gonna get into the ring and do what? Like him and Soulja Boy, what are they gonna do? They will get hurt.
I don't know. Didn't you bring this up when we were trying to figure out what we were talking about today?
I brought up Lashley. You brought up Soulja Boy and Bow Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I forgot about the shit.
I don't know.
That was on your agenda. That's what you and your people talk about.
No, I really wasn't. I was just throwing random ass shit out there. Whatever hit.
I was talking about Bobby Shmurda getting out. He finally free after 7 years.
He got out and like, yeah, I might as well have just threw a parade for him. Or was there a parade? There might have been a parade.
No, it wasn't no damn parade. Quavo picked him up with some hoes.
No, they weren't. Actually.
They weren't hoes?
No.
What were they?
They were like people he's known since like before he had money and shit.
Them white girls was people he knew?
Yeah. They was day ones.
Man, I gotta give me some new day ones.
And it's funny because
that don't mean they weren't hoes though.
I don't know, but it was interesting.
If I get money, I'm still keep. If I got some hoes, I'm still keep the hoes around after I get the money.
God. It was interesting that people were pointing out that they were white. Not that you have. We're here now. It was interesting that people were pointing out they were white versus being black, and I'm like, well, shit. If they were black, first of all, you calling them hoes to start with. They just ain't that fucked up. You just in a picture, and you automatically get stereotyped. But okay, so if he had I don't want to say used, but if they had been black women, so that would have been more acceptable than white women in a situation like that. Like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
That's what I just said before about black niggas always complaining about everything. They complain about fucking everything. Everything. It's a TikTok thing where they have the Megan Thee Stallion song going, and dudes are recording their girlfriend and wives, and they dance into this shit, and then it goes into another song that says you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. everybody complained about it being black dudes with white girls, and I'm like, but the song is saying you can't turn a hoe into a house. You're upset that they're not calling black women hoes.
That's amazing.
And so it's like all these black niggas on there, and I noticed that too. None but white women. I'm like, listen to the song. They're saying you can't turn a hoe into a housewife immediately after the Meg Thee Stallion shit. They start twerking.
Yeah.
Why are y'all upset about that? Niggas complain about everything. You can't win, no matter what.
You looking for a reason for something to complain about. Now you just like making up shit when you come down to that.
I be tired of it.
There. Now you just finding shit to be mad at because you ain't got shit else in the world to be mad at the moment.
I'm like, fuck it, man.
There's plenty of things to be mad at, out there going on in the world. You ain't gotta like go reaching for shit.
They gonna reach it regardless. It don't matter what the fuck going on. Yeah. It don't matter what's going on.
Oh my God, did we just agree?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Cause I see so much bullshit, just me being a dude and people saying certain shit, like they'll say like they don't care if a black guy dates a white woman. If you decide to date white women, just don't put down black women. Mm-hmm. Great. Now, if you go to Shade Room and you see a picture of Omari Hardwick's wife, read the comments. Mm-hmm. Anytime they're posted, read it. And I promise you, Omari Hardwick has never said a negative word about black women. But read the comments of how they just tear his wife down about how she looked. And she looks like a man. And I'm thinking like, why are y'all coming down on this woman that has done nothing?
Because it's only over the ones that black women feel like worth having. So he doesn't have like any fucked up background. No, he's like the clean one, right? And now let me be clear. This is just how I view it from that perspective. That is not my opinion. That is not how the fuck I feel about it. But, that is the pattern that I see because we had the same thing happen with Michael B. Jordan. When that video popped up with him with the white girl and shit. Because that has been brought up that's why he was dating Lori Harvey to get, that. But I think that was bullshit because that had like died off. I don't think that had played a role in that.
I don't think so either. But the thing about it is this: we gotta stop acting like Michael B. Jordan is just some new actor that's on the scene, and now all of a sudden we care about who he dates. Shit. Like when he had like
he did the Black Panther thing, man. He connected with us a little different. That was after the Fruitville Station because I've been watching them since The Wire, right? Which I guess some others, but
that nigga was on General Hospital.
Yeah, but he like hot now though.
All right, well, why didn't y'all care about
Michael B. Jordan? What you asked?
Ain't nobody.
Now that I can tell.
Why y'all ain't care about who he was dating back then when he had the braids, when he had the.
Well, he was like young though too. Then come on, now.
Shit, we the same age.
He was playing a high school student, so I looked at him as a high school kid. Like I didn't look at him like that. It's like he was the little cute guy that you felt bad for.
Really,
with
because
that character.
Under 18 Justin Bieber was still having motherfuckers comment about they was fuck with Justin Bieber.
I'm talking about me.
I'm talking about what I've seen as far as across the board of what goes on and what's being said. Because I'm like, why y'all didn't care about Michael B. Jordan?
That board is skip.
Like y'all going all back.
You roll the dice and the dice telling you to skip the piece. I'm the piece you skipping. And I'm telling you that's not how I look at Justin Bieber.
Yeah, but you're a weirdo.
Yeah, well.
You don't count.
I'm the weirdo for not. Whoa, I'm the weirdo for not looking at an underage boy like.
Everybody else did. We don't want to talk about.
Have to be that fucking weirdo, man.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, like we don't because it's so fucked up now. The whole 16, 17. When Chris Brown was out and he was still underage, it was grown ass women that was making comments about Chris.
But I'm like, wait a minute. Chris Brown was also like 17, right? So,
Chris Brown came out at 15.
I was just about to say, I think by the time I may have really got hip to him, he was already like looking at 17.
Nigga, when Run It came out, he was 15 and Hov was talking to crazy. I was like, bitch. Because I'm grown.
Wait a minute. How old is Chris Brown? What is he? Because he's not, well, and it's also in the realm of, I'm not that much older than Chris Brown either now. Wait a minute.
Shit, let me think. Because Chris Brown came out.
So for me, you get what I'm saying?
Like
for me, looking at him as a 17-year-old, like, I'm not that much older. I'm not.
I mean, shit. Niggas that's 21
Okay,
ain't that
so
much older
I'm
than a
about
17-year-old. But
I'm
if a nigga,
about 3 years older than.
but we both know that shit. If a nigga that's 30 years old is dating a chick that's 19 years old, people be like, "Oh, look at the age difference."
Yeah, it can be. It can, depending on the situation and the intent of people.
No, I'm gonna tell you, if you an adult, if you're over 18, let them motherfuckers do what the fuck they want to do. Like, we gotta stop stepping in and trying to like side manage shit. Be like, yeah, they're of age, but they're only 19, and you know where's their head at compared to somebody that's 30 or something. Like, I can tell you honestly.
What did I say? I said it depends on intent.
Yeah, I mean, you probably said something like that, and I probably wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get to what I was saying, Richard. This is the Maseratii show, and you go respect it. You understand me? You go respect the Maseratii show.
This is some bullshit.
It is some bullshit, but if you want to change,
How much of this episode are we gonna go through today without you just saying?
Listen,
I'm gonna call this episode. I'm right.
Listen, Ricky, I want you to understand something.
What?
If you want to be listened to on the show, you need to get your own show, because this is the Maseratii show. You need to get the BlkPepperPotts show.
This is just
The Maseratii show.
gets uploaded and edited by me.
That's right. She does all the background work. She's Phil Jackson. I'm Michael Jordan. I get the work done, and then she do all the background stuff.
All right.
We had a couple water boys on the show, and then, you know, they quit. They don't get my water no more. I'm just joking, fellas. I'm not. Look. Something else, you know.
I have nothing to do with
Niggas. I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of this niggas just complain like I've never seen anything ever happen.
That's not where we left off at. We were talking about the white women with the clean studded back men, and then we were doing the
but that came from black niggas. Black people always complain about shit.
Was that from a complaint? But I think that was your complaint.
Yeah, that was my complaint.
That was your complaint.
I'm tired of niggas complaining about everything.
You would be the black person always complaining about shit in this scenario. It would be
I'm complaining about them.
It would be yeah. It would be you. It was you because we were talking about the age gap thing, and you was like, why can't you just let people that would be a complaint? Just say I'm right.
No, it's not a complaint. It's an observation.
Oh my God. The explanation you went into made it a complaint.
What?
Because it makes it a complaint because you were comparing the age difference for women and men to do that. That's where your complaint came in. You just gonna have to just let me out.
I mean,
yeah.
Shit. Listen.
Wait, what? That can what?
Listen.
That can what?
Listen.
This is so sad, man.
It is. Listen. Y'all have got to stop complaining about every single thing.
Are you complaining about people complaining?
I'm complaining about people complaining. Yeah, I'll admit that. Because after a while, it gets to a point when black people look at it like, I'm gonna start agreeing with the white people, because at least the white people can agree on something. A bunch of racist motherfuckers at least agree like, we don't like blacks. And they'd be like, yeah, we don't like blacks. They doing this, they doing that to the community. You get a bunch of black people together, they gonna argue about it. Don't matter what the fuck go on. Somebody could be like, we need reparations. It's gonna be a group of motherfuckers and form they something be like, we are against getting reparations, because then they're gonna say that we're getting a hand. And you be thinking to yourself like, why can't we just agree on just something where we just don't have a complaint? Like, people can do everything, say something. We will have a fucking complaint. I seen it. Somebody had braids. A white girl had braids one time, and the black people were like,
"Oh, that's a little odd to be complaining about people complaining." Though.
Yeah, no.
It should.
Fuck that.
Cause what little I listened to your explanation, cause I realized we had comments that we missed, so I had like a good reason to not listen.
Go ahead.
But I realized that it was like 20 minutes ago.
They still watching?
Nah, they probably.
I'll read them.
You can't even see it, probably.
I can't. Ain't on the page.
Facebook jail. How many days you say you got left in Facebook jail?
It don't matter. I can still see the.
But how many days did you say? See how I told you can't multitask. How many days you got left?
11.
11.
Anytime I hit the thing, they tell me how many days I got left.
That's interesting, because when I asked you earlier, you said it's hard to keep up because you can't do anything. But you're showing me that it notifies you as soon as.
If you would have listened to what I said the only time I can see it is if I hit the comment, and I'm trying to read somebody's comments. Then it'll pop up and tell me how many days I have. See, you don't listen, Ricky.
So how often do you get on there and read somebody's comment? Don't lie.
Shit, not too often. Because once you can't say nothing and you can't click like on nothing, it's no reason to really get on Facebook all like that. Like, I get on, I scroll through some shit and read what people say, but for the most part...
You don't come on Facebook to steal stuff to post on Instagram? Because you're not blocked on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm not blocking it. I got a warning from Instagram for repeating what it is I got blocked on Facebook for.
Amazing.
And these motherfuckers set up and gave me a goddamn warning. They taking what, like, ain't this a freedom of speech thing?
No. Why? Because people felt that it was acceptable what happened with Trump. When Trump got his shit taken down and some people were like, that's taking away somebody's freedom of speech, everybody was like, well, it's a private company, they can do what they want to do.
Didn't he get his shit back though because of that?
He banned forever still. They came out and said even if he runs again for president in 2024, since he escaped another impeachment now. After that, he got away with that second one. They were like, yo, if he runs again in 2024, we're still not unbanning. Okay. Hey, you know what though? Just follow his son.
Why would I follow him?
Because he gonna say the same shit his dad be saying. People are missing out. If you're not following Donald Trump Jr., you're kind of missing like Donald Trump the remix.
I don't want to see Donald Trump.
And I just don't talk about it because I'm just keeping those little gems to myself.
You should share them on the show or something because
no, I don't want to share.
I don't want to read
I just want to keep
that
it
crazy
myself.
shit.
I just want to keep it to myself. He did some like video that damn near looked like an infomercial, if I'm not mistaken, about the whole whatever the fuck is happening with Dr. Seuss. Like I can't even remember what's happening with Dr. Seuss now, but
they starting to pull all this type anything that seems like gender or something. Yeah.
But what was it directly with Dr. Seuss though?
Nigga, I don't know.
Do you know anything?
Man, they be doing so much shit.
Every time I ask you a random question, I don't know.
Listen, man, they be doing so much shit that it's just hard to keep up with the shit that people be coming up with. Like, I think today, oh man, was it today? Today or yesterday? I read something.
Sales surges canceled out for racist content. Now that's a little different than I thought this would be. Now hold on.
I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Somebody said it was a famous actress that said something about gender reveal parties is transphobic, and I can't remember who it is that said this shit. And I was just thinking like, y'all are just taking shit way fucking too far. We get it. We understand. You know what? I feel like this. I think that the people that usually speak on things like this is like people that's not involved in that type of community at all. It's like when black people do shit like, hey, you see a white person like, hey, don't call them black. Black is a color. You got to call them African Americans. And then the black guy standing there like, no, I don't care if he calls me black. I'm cool with being called black.
Yeah.
And then you like, no, don't let it. He's like, no, listen,
like
nigga.
The hair thing, like it depended. Because I accept the fact that some people have just never been around black people. You haven't. It's like, I think you should probably ask someone before you touch them, period. Because you got to understand you are, like, touching someone. So you probably shouldn't just go out doing that anyway. But, like, I'm not offended by this. But I'm not seeing what we thought this was. What I'm seeing from just searching, everything that's coming up with something to do with racist imagery in it. And I was like you. I was under the impression it had something to do with like a transgender, or not transgender, a gender neutral verbiage or some shit.
I knew they did that for like Disney shit. Like they had pulled some Disney movies because they said it was racist shit going on.
I don't know about that, but
it's been a couple movies that they removed.
APnews.com, so there's like, not, you know what trips me out though is when it's someone like that to say, hey, I feel like this is racist to put this in this book and blah, 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 blah. But it be like a non-person of color.
Dumbo, Peter Pan, The Aristocrats, Swiss Family Robinson, pulled.
Okay.
All for racist shit.
Right, bam, that's what I'm saying. That's not gender.
Yeah. I said that was Disney that got a whole bunch of shit for being racist.
Right,
racist
but we were under the impression that this
Dr. Seuss was gender shit. Then you said it wasn't. and you said he was reading further to figure out what was racist in there.
Racist. It's nothing is saying anything about
Well,
gender.
what's racist? Did they specify what?
No, I couldn't read that fast. I was also listening to you because I can multitask, but I can't read that fucking fast. But again, nothing that I saw.
You can't read fast.
So I'm sitting here reading, monitoring the time on the camera, keeping up with the live comment footage, reading this article, listening to you, and thinking what to say in response to you.
Well, I'm the talent. You have to do something, Ricky. You got to pull your own weight.
This is that shit, man.
I am that shit.
And typing while I'm searching on the fucking internet.
And I appreciate the work that you put in on the Maseratii show. If I've never told you before, Ricky, I appreciate the work.
I fucking quit.
I appreciate the show. You got your MTV
I'm
hat
gonna
on.
need one. I'm right. You gonna have to
the
give
double
a
D's
one.
cover.
You was right today.
Listen, I appreciate the work that you do here, Ricky. You're always on time, punctual.
That is amazing.
You deserve a raise. If
I was getting paid.
If I had paid you, you would be definitely in line for a raise. But since I don't pay you,
in line against who? It's just me.
And you know,
who am I in line against? You.
Hey, listen. She's a great help here on the Maseratii show. Great help. Great help. Her services are always available. If you need her, just hit me up.
Amazing.
I'll set up a price point for you. And I get right out there to do the work.
I need to be paid in all the times that you couldn't just say I was right today. That's my payment.
All right, well, she'll get 1 penny for the one time that she was right.
Which time was it?
Huh?
Which time was it? Don't you dare fucking do it.
The Dr. Seuss shit.
Okay.
Anyway.
I thought you was going to say hiring you.
That too.
Nope, too late. You missed it.
Listen.
You missed it.
I would never say that because
right.
let me explain something, Ricky. First off, I'm not conceited like that. Secondly, you never hired me. I hired you. All right, let's get.
How did you want to tell the story? How this all started?
We don't have time for that, Ricky. We are running out of time, Ricky. We do not have time to hear your fables.
We got time, actually.
Somebody needs to ban the Ricky stories.
We got time.
Dr. Seuss,
you know
Disney,
what? We got
and
time.
Ricky stories.
We got time, and this could be a nice little clip for us to go ahead and pull the story of like how this shit actually fucking started.
All right, so basically, boom.
Don't lie.
Boom. What happened was this.
It started out like
first off, I was on Facebook doing my thing, being the motherfucking new age Deion Sanders and shit. Must be the money, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God.
I was fucking loving fucking Facebook before I got locked up. I was out here free doing my thing, letting it swing.
So are you saying that it was a point in time where you were locked up before now? So back in this was 2019 that we're going back to now. We're going back to 2019 to tell the story.
Oh, I'm the 50 Cent of getting locked up on Facebook. I'm on my 3rd page. That's how many pages that's how many times I've gotten warnings and then they just decided to close my goddamn page. This is my 3rd page that I'm on right now. So
how many warnings does it take to get your page closed down?
I think they give you it's like going to work. Like, you know how you get in trouble or you come in late, but after a year it's knocks off.
It's just reset, like your credit report.
They do that because on here, when I click on the thing, it'll list like the times like this year, within a year that I've gotten flagged. But altogether, like I've gotten flagged, like pictures, memes.
But you don't always make it through the year though if you on 3 pages.
No, sometimes no. I mean, before I deserved it.
No.
I deserved it a couple times.
This is like just March.
But the problem with Facebook
is you'd have been blocked, like, or banned, what? Is this your 2nd or 3rd time?
This is my 2nd time.
This year? You sure this only... Oh, that's because you getting them 30 walls.
Yeah, I got 30. They gave me 30 and 24 hours later I was in with another 30. For telling somebody what I got blocked for. The fucked up thing is this. Facebook hit you with some shit that it's not like you said some shit today. It could be some shit from like 3 years ago and they'd be like, back in 2016 you said such and such, or you posted this picture in 2015, and then they'll flag you for the shit. You'd be like, why are y'all even looking at old shit like that?
I just want you to understand, out of 65 days, because today is the 65th day of this year.
Okay. I started out in fucking Facebook. I think, did I start out?
You're gonna be banned in total. So when do you get out in 11 days?
I want to say like on the 11th of January is the first time I got locked up.
Yeah, that would be the math you doing in your head right now. If this is the 65th day, you got 11 more days yet.
Because I was like
66. You'll get out on the 66th. I just think that's hilarious. All right, so anyway.
The 66th day of the year.
The 66th day. No, wait. The 76th day of the year.
I was about to say, shit, nigga, it's already been past.
I didn't add the 10, only added the 1.
But this is a person that wants me to admit that she's right. They can't do simple math.
I forgot to add the 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, she has kids. And
I do.
Those kids are one going to ask her about some math homework, and she can't do simple math.
For.
She can't do simple math.
But no, let's get back to the story while we do actually have a little bit of time. So, boom, 2019, in and out of Facebook jail.
Yeah, I was in and out of incarceration. And, you know, she saw pictures of me and shit, and she was like, man, I got to have this nigga on camera.
Yeah, we started this. I said, don't lie.
So she saw some pictures of me and shit, and she was like, I gotta have this nigga on camera. And I was like, hey, look, listen, I gotta get paid if I'm on camera, baby. And then she was like, all right, listen, do you know what a podcast is? I was like, no, I don't know what no podcast is. But, will
Are we naming other names here while I lower my hat to cover my face?
No, because it was just me and Wilt at first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but you hadn't knitted until I just said this.
Huh?
You hadn't named him until I just...
Because I don't know what his story... I'm not going to tell his autobiography.
We were telling the story of the show.
I had to get to that point, Ricky, of how I got on the show.
Can you speed it up a little bit?
I told you we didn't have time for it.
So let's start...
Now you sit down and you listen to my story. I'm about to grab a guitar and eyeball your ass like Ike Turner in a minute.
Don't do that.
Huh? Huh, Anime?
I mean...
How you got me, Aki?
I don't need a heel. This little plastic tennis shoe of mine do a lot
Listen,
of damage.
let me tell y'all something.
So let's start at the day.
Give me the limo saying they both got fucked up.
Exactly.
Bang, bang, nigga. I'm a gang member. Remember that.
So
Dragons.
Anyway, you two had actually posted up on my timeline. So I'm scrolling through my timeline. Y'all had back-to-back posts that popped up. Is what actually happened here.
Oh, me and Will?
Yes, you and Will. And I was like, hey, why don't y'all do a show? And it was actually a joke at first. Did I ever tell y'all I was playing at first until I inboxed both y'all and said, no, let's actually just do a show?
You be saying a lot of stuff, Ricky. You probably did.
I mean, I barely said anything at this point. You already weren't listening.
I was into the story. You said that I was on your timeline.
You alone? Was that what I said?
Yeah, it was somebody else that was on my timeline too. Like on your timeline too, I guess.
But okay. You two popped up back-to-back posts. Because that's very important. It's the fact that y'all were on my timeline with some stupid ass shit back-to-back on my timeline. And that's why I
was on there looking fine as fuck.
Oh my God. I really just remember like
I'm just telling you
so
out.
Anyway, with these few minutes that we have left. So it started off as a joke, and then by the time I went to lunch, that's what it was. So I was still at work. And then I went to lunch and I messaged y'all like, hey, no, let's do this for real. And then a week later.
Oh yeah, we was on this show, and you know what I'm saying, I went on ahead. Wait, let me think. Cause our first show, damn, L was on the first show. So how did L end up being on the show?
That was your suggestion. You just like
I'm trying to figure out
that I just fast forwarded. I know the whole story, but I'm not doing it.
You do know the whole story. I'm trying to figure out, because our first show was just me and L. What the fuck happened to Will?
Will just didn't show up, man.
He didn't show up. How the fuck did L?
He just dipped. Like, Will had went up to look at the location with me and everything, and then the day we were supposed to film, he just wasn't there.
Alright, so anyway.
And y'all was trying to get me to be on the show, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, Ricky was being difficult and shit. And
yeah,
then I was like, alright, well, I know who the people want to see. So I decided I'll go ahead. I'll bless Ricky's camera one time. I came on here, fresh cut, licking my lips, LL Cool J, a la 93 style. You know what I mean? And everything
that
for me was pretty much
sweater. If I find a picture, I'll post it.
Oh yeah, that sweater was nice. I think that was what was that? Aeropostale?
I don't
Aeropostale? Because people don't like Aeropostale because, like...
It just looked like a really thick sweater on camera, though. That was the thing. It was how it filmed.
I mean, it wasn't. It was just like a little thin, like probably thinner than this and shit.
It didn't look that way, though.
Well, man, Aeropostale be coming out with some shit. Like, I know y'all don't want to... Y'all like name brand.
Aeropostale, but that's not where this story goes.
I'm just telling y'all. Y'all know y'all like name brand
and
shit.
And Aeropostale ain't paying us to talk about him, so...
I'm just letting y'all know. Hey, don't front on
Alright,
cheap
so
shit.
yes, we did. We filmed the
We talked about other shit. Didn't nobody pay us.
Barely. We filmed the first. We also got free stuff too. We've gotten free stuff over the past 2 years. Not much.
Why don't we have a prostitute on here and see if she give us some free stuff?
Oh my god. Well, you can have that.
Why? She's a prostitute. She's right good at handling women too.
I'm not gonna.
We all get service.
This is not what we were supposed to be talking.
We all get service. We have a prostitute next show. Stay tuned.
We went
I have
through
2 of my finest bitches.
A few people forget us. We went through a few people for hosts. Remember when we had host auditions that we were doing on here? Oh my god. That was seriously almost 2 years ago now.
Was it?
Yes, that was year 1.
Yeah, I remember we had some
yeah, we did like
we had like one person though.
No, we had I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name either, but
Ariel.
Was that her name?
Yep. We had her and maybe we only
had that one person.
Well, no, because the other person ended up becoming a host. That's what it was. That's the gap you missing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, bam. Yeah, the other person ended up becoming.
And she was about to move anyway for a job.
Yeah, you know, that was a whole story. I'll fill you in on that, on why that dumb shit happened. But anyway, it was a nice experience to go because it was still like a learning process for us. We learned how to go and look for.
Why is it I don't never know what's going on?
Because you don't be paying attention. You never paid attention.
I don't
You
pay
always
attention.
missed this shit.
I miss everything.
You did. You missed everything.
I am terrible. I'm the dude that if I go out and a female flirt or something with me, I don't know until other niggas be like, you know she was. I be like, was she? You like, nigga, she done gave you everything for free, nigga. You done got drinks, food, she ain't charge you for nothing. I be like, hey,
you
nigga,
actually had a few dates in the dating games.
No, I only had
on the show.
I had I was on dating games.
Right. We did dating games on the show that didn't make it 2 dates.
Shit, they didn't make it 1. I didn't go on any dates.
Right. Exactly what I said.
You said 2 dates.
You did dating games that didn't make. I said you did 2 dating games that didn't make it 2 dates. Meaning
2. Okay, T-O.
Yeah, exactly.
T-O. I was thinking you were saying 2 dates.
No,
That's T-W-O.
That's not my problem.
Misunderstanding. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I fucked up.
2 dates.
We never made it to dates on any
But if
of
you were listening to the whole sentence, I said that didn't make it 2 dates.
But it still sounds like you could have been saying that made it.
But you were there, so you knew it that didn't. So.
But I wasn't thinking. I was thinking 2.
All right, so you did 2 dating games that did not make it to 2 dates.
Make it 2. No, make it. That did not make it to dates.
I'm just fucking with you.
That didn't make it. We didn't have a date, goddammit. We had some dating shows.
There were no dates out of the dating games.
How many do we have on the show? Just the 1?
We did the live show. Oh my god, we've done a live show before.
Okay, and what was the other one? That was it?
No, it was when we were somewhere else, but we like posted some of the stuff on there. Actually, you did 3.
Oh, yeah.
You did 3 outside
but that wasn't
the show.
That wasn't our show though.
Yeah, but we posted the stuff up, so that's why.
Cause I was looking good, so I had to post some shit
whatever.
up.
But you had did one outside of everything also.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was a little different because it was blindfolded and shit, and they just had to go all type of.
I just remember
floods
because I just remember the amount because we've talked about this before. So that happened, and we did the live show.
Because you said you wanted a dating show, right? You wanted to go ahead. And
I was supposed to have a few, and they never happened. But whatever.
But you want to put everything together, so how did it happen?
Somebody else was doing that for me.
Who?
Why are you trying to make me say that?
I just want to know who was putting it together.
It was people that we used to work with on the show.
I mean, listen, you can still put it together for yourself, Ricky.
Nah, that takes the fun out of it.
And then
because I would want like the blindfolding dating game. So if I'm doing all the work myself, then I can't.
I mean, but see, the thing is this: you have to hit me up. They would hit me up if they want to be on a dating show.
Oh,
so you would just advertise.
But then I still have to do all the work though, and set up everything else, and then you get the dates in.
Yeah, I just sneak the dudes in while you blindfolded.
Why can't you just this one time do all the work?
I mean, I can, but with my record. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will be like, hey, I want to be on the show. And they're like, yeah, well, I'm in jail for 30 days. So, congratulations,
it couldn't be any worse than the live show we did. Because that shit was just terrible. But you know what? I wasn't that mad at the live show. Because that was like our first ever live show. I
like the live show, though.
Yeah, I actually thought it went pretty good. Did we ever air it properly?
Somebody said that we didn't have the footage or something.
I thought we did. It just wasn't that day. It was me.
You have the footage?
Something, yeah.
Why don't you? You didn't post it.
Yes, I did.
You didn't post none of it.
Mm-hmm.
What did you post?
Posted the whole damn thing because it got edited and everything.
Show me where you posted it.
And it was on. I think what happened was there was a problem uploading it for the day that we usually or that we were supposed.
Nigga, I was looking for that show.
Yeah,
I have never seen it.
You missed it. It's
not even then. Like it was weeks later, and I'm like, damn, we still ain't posted the live show.
Why didn't you say something to me?
I figured something happened. Shit.
Well, that's your fault.
All right, well, show me where
this live
show
to the person that got it. What the fuck was you thinking?
Yeah.
So anyway, we've gone through host. We've gone through mergers of shows. We've gone through working with other shows.
What are you talking about? Your dating life?
No, it's never been told.
Hey, listen. You on a date with Ricky? Just hit us up on the street.
I'm completely opposed to doing a dating game, but I'm just scared to have you in charge.
Why?
Oh, I know who I'll get to help. I'll get you help, right?
Not T.
Yes.
No, not T.
She's gonna be one, but you know who I want to help too?
Who?
And I was just talking to her about something else this morning. We've had her on the show
the Enchantress?
before. No, Monica. We had on the show Behavior. Yeah. I gotta have eyes on this.
I mean, she can do it too. Like, why do we need 3 people though? You should just pick 2.
Because T speaks for my weirdo crazy side. Like, I gotta make.
We just know to get somebody fucking weird.
Yeah, but I need her there to monitor that. So.
Why?
This sounds like fun.
T is gonna have 5 niggas that all are into cats, like catlovers.com and shit.
They
just gonna be catlovers.com.
She would know I'm not against that.
All right.
See,
when you get some dude with a cat sweater, you gonna have a cat sweater, cat socks.
She knows what she knows. But yeah, I need her there for the crazy.
He was talking about cats the whole time.
We should do this. I'm serious. We should do this because I got to do everything else anyway. So you have to deal with all the other stuff. It's not like anybody's gonna submit.
Oh, they will.
We gonna be sitting here with no show.
We have a show. Trust me. I'll throw it out there.
Could we do that here? We could. We've learned new space now. Because look, you could. If I actually arrange this camera right, we could film straight to the back.
So you just have all the dudes sitting on the couch and you'll be sitting in a chair.
Yeah, we could do something like that. Like I could be here with the questions. They could be. Okay, so now that we say here,
and it could be like Love Connection. I can wear my Love Connection suit.
I don't know. We'll have to figure out how we do it.
We're back in 2
When are we giving us?
2.
Let's see. It's March.
Was it 2 and 2? We're back in 2 and 2. Was
what?
it 2 and 2?
I don't remember.
Love Connection 2 and 2.
I don't remember. But no, we gotta pick a date. We have to pick an actual date to do this though.
Okay, now are you saying a date as in month and number?
Right.
Or, okay.
Upon awards. It just kind of worked. But no, we have to figure out. So how about by the next episode? So in 2 weeks, we will announce a deadline for submissions for this day. This is going to be like most embarrassing shit. Nobody is going to submit anything. I'm telling you right now. That is what
you'll get all the cat fans.
Nobody is going to submit. But yes, since we sat here and took our little trip down memory lane, we realized that he's done 3 dating games. I was supposed to have did like a couple and they just never happened. So now we're going to actually officially do a dating game for me, but I still got to do all the work.
Ain't that a sad lifestyle that you've been on 3 dating games and ain't going out one date?
How did we switch this back to you again? So anyway, if anyone has any submissions, you can give them to him and... Yeah, right. I'm gonna get T. I need T and Monica.
I think it's my schedule. That's the problem. I'm still single. I have a bad schedule.
And then
we still talking about you?
1 year. See how I can't even get a moment. That's why I never get in dating game. Here,
I
planned your dating game. I planned and did all the work for your dating game.
Ricky, I'm
gonna tell you right now.
Let me explain something.
Know if it wasn't for me, that dating game never would have fucking happened.
Let me explain something to you, Ricky. You have to put in work to get females to come in for a guy on a dating game. If you have a female, niggas are coming to that inbox immediately for that date. Like, it doesn't take no work.
Nobody is
Okay, Ricky.
bad, I promise you.
Okay, Ricky.
And I don't even have to, like, I'll just get to run back the replay of this.
Okay,
and
Ricky.
tell you, like, I told you so.
Okay, Ricky. I'm actually on her Facebook page, so I see that people that have been on the show flirt with her, letting me know that they only came on the fucking show because of Ricky.
Who said that?
But who said
you
what?
really take the shit people say on my page seriously?
Look,
Don't that
9 times
wait,
out. Listen, if niggas are flirting on your Facebook page in the open, that means they're fuck. So, trust me.
I mean,
yes, I do take that shit serious.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it means everything to a nigga.
And people will a lot of different things, so that's not.
Man,
like, I'm not sitting
they
here
not
like,
flirting with anything.
I'm so
though.
flattered by.
Let me tell you something. There are females that I would fuck only like maybe 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. But am I flirting with those females on their shit? No, because I don't want anybody to know. If you flirting in the broad daylight, that's every dude.
No, that is a lie.
That's every nigga.
I don't believe that. Maybe there is a conversation we need to have when we announce the stuff for this game. That sounds like a conversation we need to have next week.
What?
Facebook language between men and women. That sounds like a dope ass.
I tried. You know what? We should
No. We gotta
Listen.
cut it. We gotta cut it because we literally gotta end. We already overtime anyway, and we were overtime because we started late. I know. Remind.
End it.
Oh shit.
Hey, thank you for tuning in. This is the Maseratii Show, and this is my co-host.
If you are watching on Monday, you are watching on Facebook at Fall Through the Stew 216. Although if you're watching right now live Saturday at 4 p.m. Again, you're watching on Facebook at Fall Through the Stew 216. Also YouTube. Well, just hold this like.
Well, you're not gonna get a date holding the fucking pen like fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. Fucking psycho.
On YouTube, Father is still 216. Tuesday, Grind City on the Roku channel. I am BlkPepperPotts.
I'm Maseratii.
Alright.
She'll have my name at the bottom and shit. And diamonds. She high. Off a lot of stuff.
I am high off of life. This was a
2010 Gucci Mane over here.
I'm the clone, or
No, you before the clone.
I did look like it on live today. I look terrible on live. Oh my god. Look, oh wait, it's still up.